preaching time. We come now, for we need to hear a word from you. We're looking to hear a word from you. I don't know which way to go unless you tell me. I don't know how to go unless you take me by the hand. I submit my spirit to you right now. Take this your servant out of self. Speak to me and speak through me. I'm yours, Lord, everything I am and everything I'm not. Try me now and see if I can be completely yours. Use me, Father, use me to use me up and use me once born again. Pour out your anointing power and lift your house from the pulpit to the back door. And don't let your anointing stay on the inside, but around on the street corner. So that somebody going by will say, surely the Lord is in this place. Have your way. Have your way. Let us not leave this place in the same manner in which we came, but leave here knowing more about you. Here I pray, we pray in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You turn that fan away from me now. Amen. Turn with me to the book of Acts, Acts the 8th chapter. Acts the 8th chapter. You're very familiar passage of scripture. Acts the 8th chapter, verses 1 through 8. Acts the 8th chapter, verses 1 through 8. So we all stand if you can in reverence to the reading of God's word. Acts the 8th chapter, verses 1 through 8. Acts the 8th chapter begins reading at the first verse. And Saul was consenting unto his death. And at that time there was a great persecution against the church, which was at Jerusalem. And they were all scattered abroad throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. And devout men carried Stephen to his burial, and made great lamentation over him. As for Saul, he made havoc of the church, entering into every house and hauling men and women, committed them to prison. Therefore they that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word. Then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them. And the people with one accord gave heed unto those things which Philip spake, hearing and seeing the miracles which he did. For unclean spirits, crying with a loud voice, came out of many that were possessed with them, and many taken with palsies, and that were lame were healed. And there was great joy in that city. May the Lord continue to bless the reader and the reading of his word. You may be seated. I'd like to use for something for a few minutes. Spread the joy. Spread the joy. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, and he has anointed me to preach his word. Just the other day, the capitals, or the caps rather, won a big old cup. And everybody in the city and even all over the world were happy, glad, excited about the Caps winning cup. And they began to celebrate all day on yesterday and up to yesterday. They celebrated, and even the news reporter said that they believed that the winning brought the city together. Every time you turn on the TV or look on the social media, people are overjoyed. One man had painted his face red at every game because he was looking forward to them winning. And there's nothing wrong with celebrating people, celebrating sports and people winning, especially when it's your team. Then the other day there was Capital Pride Day, and people were celebrating and excited about being gay. And they were happy, glad, and they were celebrating and rejoicing and had a parade to celebrate their joy. And everywhere you look, more and more you see rainbow flags, people celebrating their joy. joy. But yet we are living in a world and time like this where people have convinced themselves that there is no joy in the church. They have convinced themselves that the church is just something to do and get over with and get on with our life as usual. They're convinced that they come to church and nobody can say nothing to them about what they do just as long as they come to church. And in all actuality, if the truth be told, that's because that many of us have allowed people to believe that the church is the place for you to come and be condemned and then go back out into the world the same way you came in. Some of us have convinced people that whatever we do, Lord have mercy, is all right as long as we come to church. But I wonder today, is there anybody in the house that really have the joy of the Lord? And anybody that really understand the joy and what the joy and where the joy comes from and how come we are able to continue to have joy. Because, if the truth be told, because of the church. I don't know about you, if the church did not exist, it would be kind of hard for me to stay pumped up. But y'all understand that? Because the church, the whole purpose that Jesus said, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The whole purpose was that we would be able to not forsake the assembly together, that we would be able to come together and get encouraged and be encouraged and be ready for whatever was ahead, so that we would gain something, so that we would spread something. But as the truth be told, a whole lot of church folks, Lord have mercy, ain't got no joy. I wish I had somebody. And because they are so miserable, they come to church only to make other folks miserable. Y'all can help me in here. They don't come to try to get better. They come because they have ran out of the world. Y'all missed that. In other words, the people in the world are sick of them too. And so now they decided to come to church. Y'all ain't gonna help me. I want to see if I can get somebody to help me understand the necessity in spreading the joy. It is the people of God, the church responsibility to spread the joy. And it is here in this particular pericope where we find Luke, the writer, begins to tell us about some incidents that took place in order for the city to have great joy. The Bible says in this 8th chapter of Acts, in this first verse, it said, and Saul was consenting unto his death. You know about Stephen. Stephen loved the Lord. He preached about Jesus, and he loved the Lord so much that he wanted other people to love him like he did. And he began to testify with a loud voice about Jesus everywhere he went, until he got to the point where Saul gave permission for him to be stoned to death. And even as he was dying, the Bible says he lifted up his eyes and said to the Lord, he prayed for the people that was killing him. He said, don't lay this charge or this sin to their charge. And he fell asleep. He could only say that, Lord have mercy, because he still had joy. And because he still, in spite of the fact that people did not want to hear him speak about Jesus, he still spreaded the joy. He still let people know that Jesus was real. But Saul consented. Saul told them to go ahead and kill him. You see, I need you to understand that everybody that preached the gospel that have not died of natural causes. Y'all gonna help me in here? Everybody have not died of natural causes. Some people have been stoned to death. Not just physically with physical rocks, but with the criticism and the critiques that causes people's hearts to be broken over the gospel of Jesus Christ because of the rejection of the word of God, because of what they speak. There, some people, Lord have mercy, have died because of the oppressive spirits, because of the stoning, not necessarily of people in the world, but of church folks. Y'all help me. I wish I had some help, because I need you to understand that Saul, was educated. He was a Pharisee. He knew of the word. He went to school. He was in school. He knew everything there was about the Torah, about the gospel, about the book, but he didn't know Jesus. And because he didn't know Jesus, he felt that Stephen was trying to take something away from what he knew rather than receive what Stephen was offering him, to the point of understanding that he got to the point that he made Saul so mad that Saul wanted him dead. Don't you know that the gospel will make people mad? I wish I had some help. When you preach the truth, everybody ain't going to be excited about it. Everybody ain't going to be happy about it. And there's going to be some people that want to see you dead. Lord have mercy. I'm a little testimony of how there are some people, Lord have mercy, who cannot tolerate the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but, y'all ain't saying nothing but the truth. There have been times when my life has been threatened and people have even tried to take my life, but I'm still determined to spread the joy. I wish I had somebody, the Bible said he consented unto death, and at that time there was great persecution against the church. At that time there was determined, after Stephen died, determined that the church would not be built, the church would not go forward, that the physical people that were building the church would be shut down. But there are times when, Lord have mercy, that the things that happen to us are designed so that we would spread the joy. Somebody missed that. In other words, that thing that was designed to eliminate the church only enlarged the church. I wish I had somebody in here. Somebody missed that. You see, there are times when there are people in the church, Lord have mercy, who don't want to do nothing in the church but cause confusion. I wish I had some help in here. And not only cause confusion, but maybe hell raisers. I wish I had some help in here. But yet at the same time, while they're causing confusion, causing destruction, God is raising up somebody else. I wish I had some help in here. Spread the joy. The church was being persecuted, which was at Jerusalem, and they which was at Jerusalem were all scattered abroad throughout the region of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. Everybody started running. Because after Stephen got murdered, they believed that they would be next. But what I like about the text, Pastor, is that after the people started scattering, the apostles still stood. I was saying, because the apostles was the ones to build the church. I wish I had somebody. They were builders. They were anointed and appointed by the Lord. They were builders. And they did not run, but they stood. You see, there's a whole lot of people that want to be the pastor. Y'all ain't saying nothing. But they don't understand understand that you got to stand when everybody else running. You got to stand when everybody else is afraid for their own life. You got to be in place to be able to encourage somebody when everybody else is gone. The Bible says that everybody was silent except the apostles. And the Bible says, and devout men carried Stephen to his burial and made great lamentations over him. Stephen's funeral was a time for people to mourn. But do you not know that even in the midst of mourning, you got to be able to take the bitter with the sweet. I wish I had some help in here. Especially when you know where the person is gone. When you know that they are not lost, but they just have changed residence. I wish I had some help. And you know that when you are spreading the joy, Lord have mercy, that you will see them again. You see, every now and then, we got to understand that it's all right to cry. But at the same time, while you're crying, you can cry out and still be able to spread the joy. Bible says that in the midst over sea, they were sorrowful because of what happened overseas. The Bible said, as for Saul, he made havoc of the church. Saul consistently kept on causing confusion. And you see, the truth be told, the easiest place to cause confusion is in the church. I wish I had to say up there. You can go to your job every day and work and be mad, upset, and don't want to work with certain people, but still work with certain people because you still want to keep that job. You'll play the game, play that role and everything. Won't cause confusion. Be quiet, get it done. Do your 9 to 5, 7 to 7, whatever hours, and leave and never cause confusion because you don't want to lose your job. But then when it comes down to coming to church, Lord have mercy, it doesn't matter what's going on. When you have decided to cause havoc in the church, you will be the very one that criticizes everything. Oh, it's quiet in here. There's nothing good to say about anything, but always criticizing everything and everybody and never doing nothing yourself. Preach, pastor, preach. Causing havoc, all because you want to stop others from doing, thinking that you will be able to stop the church. But if anybody in the house know that you cannot stop what God has ordained. Also have somebody in here. I found out a long time ago, it doesn't matter what position you hold in the church. But sooner or later, the Lord will eliminate you one way or another. Either you will move on or we will roll you out of here. I wish I had somebody in here. And please understand that we will be able to take you out to a field, drop you down in an 8-foot hole, come back and eat chicken in your name, and the church rolls over. I need you to understand that you will cause all the problems you want to cause, but if God has ordained it, then the church will roll on. I would encourage you, look here, understand that it's a dangerous thing to have the Saul mentality. I wish I had some causing havoc. And I found out a long time ago that many people that cause havoc in the church don't even have no reason. I wish I had some they just cause confusion because they're miserable within themselves. And that's the issue with Saul. He didn't understand why he was miserable. He didn't understand what he was going through, what was going on. But the Bible says here, he made havoc of the church, entering into every house and hailing men and women, committing them to prison. Sad situation where as Saul was so angry with people that had joy because of Jesus, that he would go into their house, drag them out, and take them to prison. Or y'all still miss that? That's a sad situation. And if the truth be told, that's what we're living with today. I wish I had some help. People are so miserable that they are persecuting the church. Lord help mercy, help me, Jesus. They are so miserable that they find everything about the church that they don't like to try to stop the church. I wish I had some help in here. And they do whatever they need to do to pull you out of the church. You see, look at here. If you ain't strong enough, if people criticize you enough, you will find yourself quitting the church. I wish I had somebody in here. All because there's a pain on the inside of you that you cannot figure out why you feel the way you feel, why you hurt the way you hurt, and you find yourself asking people to explain your situation who ain't thinking about church, and they will pull you out of church. Anytime you listen to people who don't believe in church, who don't go to church, who hate church, you are crazy to try to get their opinion about church. Because the only thing they will tell you is stuff that will pull you out of the church. Preach, pastor, preach. I need you to understand that you got to understand that when there's something that's miserable on the inside of you, it is not your job to go out and ask somebody on the outside. But that's when you call on the Lord and say, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. When all other help I know, if you leave me, tell me, where shall I go? The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell in it. There comes a time where you got to tell when you cannot find somebody to help you in your misery. I wish I had somebody in here. I want to, Lord have mercy, speak Holy Ghost. I want to say anybody in the house that ever felt miserable and still were pressing forward. Lord have mercy, I can't get no help in here. You was coming to church, trying to do your best, trying to get closer to the Lord, but still there was just something there that tried to hold you back, that tried to hinder you, that tried to prevent you, and you kept on searching. I wish I had trying to figure out what's wrong with you. But I'm here to tell you, ain't nothing wrong with you. The devil's just trying to keep you from being all that God wants you to be. The devil's trying to stop you from spreading the joy. And you got to understand that there are some people that don't want the joy that you have found. There's some people that will drag you out of the house. Lord have mercy. Because they're so determined to hate church. Oh, I wish I had that. And can I tell you that sometimes it's your own family. I want to tell you about the house that got some family members. I'm sorry, I know all of y'all's family saved. Excuse me. I know ain't none of y'all got no sins in your family. I'm talking about some of us. I wish I had some help here. They got some relatives that don't like Jesus. Don't like church, don't like the Holy Ghost, don't like nothing holy. Y'all ain't saying nothing. If the truth be told, the main people that will try to stop you from spreading the joy is the people that's closest to you. David says that when my enemy was my friend, and not only was it not his friend, he was his own son. You gotta say that because people do not want you to spread the joy. They will scatter you abroad and pull you out. Every house. Saul made havoc of the church, went from house to house. And you do understand that he did not just go to house, snatching people out the house. He had conversation. Come on. Well, y'all ain't saying that. Persuaded them. And then when they didn't want to be persuaded, then he had them arrested. I wish I had somebody here. I wonder, is there anybody in the house willing to go to jail for Jesus? I wish I had somebody. Y'all missed that. Y'all missed that. Because if the truth be told, we're living in a world and time like that. We will on the verge, Lord have mercy, of having to have to stand up for what is right, or go to jail, have to stand for Jesus, or go to prison. I know there's plenty of people that you can find, Lord have mercy, that got a jail ministry. Oh, y'all missed that. That's because they served time. Y'all missed that. And because they were preaching in the jail. But I want to say anybody on the outside, I wish I had some help in here, don't mind having a prison ministry, having to go to jail to stand up for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I mean, here by myself. Come on. He pulled them out, took them, women and men, and put them in prison. It's evident by the text that the reason why he was able to put them in prison was because they wouldn't take down. How wish I had some help. What will it take for you? Step down. How wish I had some help. What will it take for you to stop speaking on behalf of Jesus? Come on. I wish I had some help. Who will have the power over your life? Jesus or people? Lord have mercy. Who will stop you from serving, Lord have mercy, the Lord? I told somebody the other day at church, I said, look here, you can tell them in the neighborhood that I ain't going nowhere. I wish I had some help in here. You can let them know if I have to stand here and preach by myself, and we have to park on the grass, and we have to do whatever we have. I ain't going nowhere. I will stand for the word. There's some people that will do anything and everything to pull you out. Lord have mercy. To pull you out. So what they need you to do. Look here. The Bible says, watch this. It says, therefore, they that were scattered abroad, make sure it ain't all, went everywhere preaching the word. The very thing, Lord have mercy, that was designed to eliminate the church was the vehicle that God would use to enlarge the church. Lord have mercy. And the Bible says they begin, they that were scattered everywhere, went everywhere preaching the word. The Bible said they went everywhere preaching the word. If the truth be told, Lord have mercy, join your feet up now. The reason why there's no joy from the church in the world is because preachers have stopped preaching the word. They will preach any and everything else but the word. Because in actuality, they understand that if they preach the word, somebody's life will be changed. If they preach the word, somebody will come out of hell, smelling like smoke, but yet will be delivered. If they preach the word, they understand that they have to tell somebody that the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. If they preach the word, they got to tell people right is right and wrong is wrong. If they preach the word, somebody will be judged. It really bothers me. It really bothers me that people talk about don't judge me, and then when you preach the word, when you preach the word, they sit there and judge the preacher. I wish I had something. But you ain't supposed to judge the sin. I wish I ain't saying nothing. They will say all day long. They will look and they will say that it's okay for this one to do that and that one to do that one and that. And just as soon as we come across the sacred deaths, showing you in the word, y'all miss that. I ain't making numbers in the book. I'm doing it. It's in your book again. Showing them exactly what's in the word. Then they will pass judgment on us. But it's okay to pass judgment on the preacher, just as long as the preacher don't pass judgment on the people. Can I help you and tell you the devil is a lie? I'll tell you some up in here, because hell is just real. I need you to understand that the reason why there's no joy in the city because we got too many preachers that are sugarcoating the gospel because they're afraid to preach to empty pews. preach. I wish I had some help. A long time ago, you preach your best sermon when the pews are empty. I wish I had some help in here. Because I found out a long time ago that when you make enemies, that's when the Lord is using you. Because I need you to understand that He will make your enemies your footstool. That means you got to answer for the Lord to take you to the next level.
Hallelujah. Yes, sir.
Bible says again, they went everywhere. Preaching the word. I like that passage because the Bible said they went everywhere. They wasn't peculiar or particular about where they were going to preach. I'm sorry, somebody. Not like today. I really just, preachers don't just preach just anywhere. I wish I had some help in here. And they have to have a certain platform. I wish I had many of them have to have a certain honorarium. I wish I had some help in here. They have to have a certain amount of this and a certain amount of that. They got to have Fiji water. They got to have a certain armor bearer. They got to have a certain musician. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And when they stand up, they're not preaching the word. They're preaching what they want people, what they people want to hear. I wish I had some help in here. Because please understand, there's a whole lot of preachers that are out for themselves. Y'all miss that. Let me tell you, it's dangerous. Can I tell you, it's dangerous for you to trust your soul in the hand of a preacher that won't preach the truth. Because God has entrusted the souls of His people, Lord have mercy, in the hands of His pastors. I wish I had some help in here because He says He will give us charge over. I wish I had somebody in here. And your soul, your blood is on our hands. So it's a dangerous thing for you to entrust your life, your soul, to somebody that won't tell you right is right and wrong is wrong. That won't tell you that you're sitting up in the church and about to bust hell wide open. That won't tell you that judgment begins at the house of God. I need you to ask you. They preach the word. There is no way that the joy can be spread if the word is not being preached. Can I say that? The word is not being preached. I'm not talking about quoting scripture. Y'all ain't saying that. I'm talking about preaching exegetically, expositorily the word of God. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I ain't talking about putting in there what you want to put in there. I'm talking about saying the word. If you preach the word will preach itself. I wish I had somebody in here. The Bible says they went everywhere. They did not pick or choose, but they went everywhere preaching the word. But then watch this now. He said, therefore, then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Jesus, preached Christ unto them, while everybody else, Lord have mercy, was preaching the word. Philip decided that he had a calling in Samaria. Samaria was a place that people did not want to be around because they were a mixed people. Preach, pastor, preacher. And they were already told that they would never be nothing and would never be nobody. And thus Philip had a calling to go down, Lord have mercy, in Samaria. And there he preached Jesus. He preached Christ unto them because the people in Samaria needed somebody to tell them that there was hope for their sick soul. That's why I heard the psalmist say, my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I tell my trust the sweetest fame, but only lean on Jesus' name. On Christ, the solid rock. that is hopeless need Jesus. Somebody that's about to take their life need Jesus. Somebody that's all cracked up, all high up, need Jesus. Somebody need to understand that there is hope and there is joy. People down in Samaria had gotten to the point where they had gotten to a hopeless situation. But God sent Philip. I wish I had something. You see, every now and then, you got to understand that you came to the point in your life one day where you thought all hope was gone. But the Lord sent a word. I wish I had something. In your life, the Lord sent a word about Jesus. And watch this now. So then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them. And something strange happened. Because in verse 6 it said, and the people with one accord gave heed unto these things. Look at here. It says people gave one accord. One accord gave heed. Something strange. In other words, the people started listening and receiving what the preacher was preaching. Oh, y'all missed that. The people started hearing and receiving what the preacher was preaching. Oh, what our churches would be like, Lord have mercy, if people would receive what is being preached. I wish I had some help. Because if the truth be told, many times in some churches there are people that are not receiving the word, and it's evident in the fact that they come to church one way and leave the same way they came. I was saying, because there's no way, no reason for anybody to remain the same when you receive the word. Because the word is for the purpose of changing your life. And when somebody preaches Jesus, Jesus will change your life if you receive the word. That's why I heard the songwriter say, oh, what a change in my life has been wrought since Jesus came into my heart. Floods of joy, oh my soul, like a sea billow roll. Since Jesus, there is no way that you receive a word about Jesus and remain the same. Somebody on the ground when they hear Jesus, been changed. Come on, been a praise. Jesus has changed my whole life. If anybody else who I am, tell them. I need to get this. I'm almost finished. I'm going to need y'all to know. When you receive the preached word of Jesus Christ, you will spread the joy. But you have to receive it.
That's right. That's right. You word. You word.
That's right. That's true. That's right.
You word now. You word.
People don't receive the word anymore.
Come on.
They analyze it. The pastor really preached today. What she preached? What he preached? I don't know, but he showed it. Oh, because they are not listening. They are analyzing. To see if it fits their situation. I wish I had somebody and to be careful to say that every word don't fit everybody. But you got to understand, every word don't fit everybody, but there is something in the word that do fit everybody. I wish I had somebody here. And you will miss it If you're worried about stuff on the outside, instead of focusing on a word. I said church on Sunday. You see, the reason why we come to church is to hear a word that will change something that's wrong in our lives. And since the Lord already knows what's wrong, he will send the word to change your situation. Now, it ain't the preacher's fault. It ain't God's fault. If you miss it, preach, pastor, preacher. Because the truth be told, the only reason why you missed it is because you texted somebody about a booty call. I'm sorry. The only reason why you missed it is because you're worried about what you're going to do after service. The only reason why you missed it is you're worried about what people think about you, what people say about you. The only reason why you missed the word that the Lord had your name on is because you're sitting there mad with an attitude because the word showed up on your pew. One accord gave heed unto these things which Philip spake. They received. I wish I had a few folks in here that will receive the word. And they received the word. And then after they received it, hearing and seeing. Note now that they were on one accord and gave heed. They received it. And after they received it, they heard something. Oh, y'all missed that. Lord have mercy. They heard the word, but they didn't hear the word until they received it. Oh, y'all missed it. Let me break this down because you see, y'all look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. You've been out here by now, but I keep saying I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me help y'all. Look here, watch it. It's like, you know how your husband, your wife, your kids are talking to you, and you hear them, but you don't hear them. I'm sorry. Come on, Sister Mitchell. Come on. You know how you be trying to get Pastor's attention and later on he said, I ain't hear you. I was telling you, you weren't paying me no attention. Come on. I got one just like him at home. Look at here. Watch this. The child is trying to tell you something. You hear them, but you don't hear them. No, and you don't hear them because you're not taking heed. You're not focusing on what is being said. You're focusing on cooking dinner, on what you're going to do this and what you're going to do the other. You're focusing on something else. So you hear it, but you're not heeding to it because your focus is not on the word. Preach, pastor, preach. But when you focus and take heed of the word, then you hear it. And watch this there. And then you see. I wish I had somebody. I wish I felt like I felt. You see, I wish I had. Watch this. You cannot see the Lord move until you first heed to the word and hear it. The reason why the Lord has not moved on some of our situations is because we have not heeded to the word. Once you heed to it, hear it, focus on it, then he will show you something. I wish I had a few folks in here that needed to see something. The reason why your situation has not changed is because you're not heeded to the word, to hear it in your spirit, so that the Lord can show you something. Because I found out a long time ago, when he shows up, he shows out. When the Lord shows up, he will change your situation. They see, hearing and see. Is it a book y'all ain't made on your eyes? Hearing and see the miracles which he did.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Hearing and seeing the miracles. Watch. That means watch. When they hear to the word of Philip, then the Lord started moving.
That's right.
I wish I had somebody. When they repeated to the Lord, Lord have mercy.
Well.
The Lord ain't going to move on your situation if you ain't hearing him. Why would God perform a miracle in your situation when you ain't listening? You keep telling him what to do. But you ain't heard what he told you to do. I'm bringing no faith in I need you to understand. He's waiting on you to listen, to hear, and then he will perform a miracle. Now watch this. I didn't say he will change stuff. I said he will perform a miracle. There's a difference in a change and a miracle. I wish I had some help in it. Because anybody can help you make a change, but only God. Only God can perform a miracle. I wanted to say, is there anybody in the house that needs the Lord to do a miracle in their life? So, when they there was evidence of the power and presence of Jesus. And the Lord began to do miracles. Lord, he did. And watch this. When he did, Lord, I'm going to leave y'all alone. Lord have mercy. God's blessing me. Excuse me. Bless me, Lord. Y'all excuse me. He's helping me. I get excited when the word is for me too. I came to hear the word. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. He says, for unclean spirits.
Come on now.
Lord, crying, Lord, with a loud voice, Lord, came out of me that were possessed. Look here, look here. You see, when the devil, Lord have mercy, when the devil knows his time is up, he's going to leave, but he's going to make some noise. If the devil ever leaves you quietly, he ain't gone. If he quietly packs up his things and leaves, he'll be back. If he quietly cleans up his room and sweeps the floor, he'll be back. And when he comes back, he's coming back with 7 other demons. Worse than the one you had. He never leaves quiet. Come on here. Yeah. I need you to understand. I need you to understand. He's going to make some noise.
Yeah.
He said, I've been crying with a loud voice. I know y'all don't want the devil to make some noise when they leave your house or leave your place. I understand, because when he makes noise, then everybody gonna know your business. I didn't know she was doing that. I didn't know she was wrestling. He was wrestling with her. He gonna make some noise, and then everybody gonna know your secret. But can I tell you? Can I tell you that when he makes some noise and leaves me alone, I don't care who knows. As a matter of fact, I'll find myself saying, you can't tell it. Let me tell you what the Lord has done for me. Because if the devil can make some noise when it's time, if the devil can make some noise when his time is up, surely you ought to make some noise when you've been delivered. Let the redeemed of the Lord say
That's true.
The demons responded. The demons responded to the word against their will. Surely, if if a demon can respond to the word,
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
surely you who say that love the Lord can respond. And please understand that. I get nervous when I'm around people who don't say nothing when the word is going forth. Makes me wonder. Look, y'all ain't saying that. They can holler at the caps. Come on. Holler at the parade. They can holler at their spouses. But then when the word comes, they have nothing to say. Well, that makes me think it's because they the demon. That makes me, I could be wrong, and I don't say it because it makes me think that I'm in the presence of a demon. Because the Jeremiah say his word is like fire. Say something. Unless you're unable to speak. And even when you're unable to speak, there's certain things as sign language. If I couldn't say a word, the demons respond with a loud voice and had to go, came out of many, Lord have mercy, that was possessed. Lord have mercy, many that was. Do you not know we're living in a world and time like this where there's a whole lot of people around us that are possessed? No, they're not mentally ill, they're not crazy, they're not sick. There are some people, oh, shall I have some help in here, who are possessed. How shall I have some? And if you have the Lord, then you ought to be able to spot the ones that are possessed. Because the Bible says, try the Spirit, by the Spirit. And I know sometimes it's hard to see your friends and your family possessed with the demon. I wish I had some, but demons can get the hell out. Preach, Pastor, preach. Demons don't have to reside in what God has given you. You have to learn how to take back what the enemy has stolen. Many that were possessed with them, and many taken for pause, and that were lame were healed. Philip wasn't laying hands on nobody. He was just preaching. I wish I had some help. He was just preaching Jesus. And please understand, I don't have nothing against laying hands. I do it myself when the Lord instructs. But please understand, there are times while you're waiting for a prayer line, God